Hello, my name is Creostix, and welcome to Rise of Insanity, which is a horror game that has contains frightening scenes and sudden increases of tension. People with a weak heart and epilepsy problems are advised not to play. The authors do not take responsibility, and text went off.
Keep calm.
I'm very calm.
And calm down.
Oh, calm.
Of all your senses.
Calm.
My name is Dr. Stephen Dowell.
Hi, Stephen Dowell.
You're here because your disorders started to get out of control.
Mm-hmm.
You ceased to behave normally, and disturbing thoughts took control over you.
So it's Monday.
You will undergo my original therapy. I will show you the film I created. And at the end, you will tell me what feelings you have while watching it.
Is it
And if you
Bugs
saw
Bunny?
anything worrying.
Or did a bird? A right. Birds and trees, mostly, and a bit of fire, and a bear, and feet and socks, and more birds, people, and maybe a spider. Bela Lugosi is that's the scariest thing so far. Yet you're really loud. Game. Right. Well, I see red. Is that bad? Is seeing red bad? Well. Let. Right. Well, I mean, I I think we've delved into the mind of a really enthusiastic fan seeing a bad movie in his favorite franchise. Is that what they mean when you see red? Aha. Hand.
The patient's data. Edward, 41 years old, day September 1st. I know Edward as far back as I remember. He worked as a gardener in our neighborhood. From the preliminary interview, I got to know that he suffers from a dream disorder. He has constant nightmares and can't sleep well as a memory disorder. Sometimes he doesn't remember what happened a couple of days or hours ago. I have some suspicions connected with his case, but it's too early for the detailed diagnosis.
Okay. Edward with issues. Cool. Richard Birdman, The Breed and Birds Taxidermy. All the best on your 7th birthday. Happy birthday, Stephen Dad. That's a bit of a heavy birthday gift, but, well, okay then. Hi. Patient Edward, preliminary interview, initial diagnosis, test a new therapy, and waiting for results. Well, the text ability is a good thing to have. It would be oh, hi. Right. I'm gonna go with 2 middle fingers, like, you know, two fists doing the yes. That is the official Creostix interpretation of that one. Let's see here. Aha, a ball. Cool. 7 days. Has the phone rung and they watched the Ring movie and because that's what those pictures look like for sure. Oh well. Oh, I thought I checked. Right. Okay. And a birdcage. And right. And the face statues are interesting, and it's like there's a couple of them in the same place. Also, it looks like you have, let's see here, 4, 5, 7 copies of the Encyclopedia of Psychology, Volume 2. Like, they're all Volume 2. So that's a... You have a very focused bookshelf, and another 7, I think, in this one. Cool. Good for you. That's a very focused collection of books. A car. Vroom. Has it been in a fire, or why is it like black on the front? Oh well. Doop 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 doop. Ah, well. So I am not an expert on the classical arts, but that looks like a genuine painting from somewhere or other. I would imagine they have to be. Oh. Nothing. Ooh. Cyclozine. Dr. Dowell launches his new experimental treatment method. I think I saw a glimpse of it. And old people, are they the what now? Are they problems will gone with them? The what now? I can't quite make it out, but it's very smudged. Right. Okay. Cool. I couldn't go there, or could I? Ah. Oh, a crime scene. Well, I mean, I know I can be a little, lazy on cleaning the room, but that's uncalled for, I think. I mean, that's a bit much, it's not a crime against humanity quite yet, if you will. Ah, yes, that I I I, I get it. I'll get the vacuum cleaner in just a bit. Ooh, hi. Cool beans. Ooh. Can I press the... No. Nope. Okay. Everywhere's a crime scene. Come on now. I'll get right on it. It's...
The family's tragedy. A mother and child were murdered, and the violator was...
The violator was Noid's. Okay. Cool. Interesting. How can every room be a crime scene? It's not that bad. Ooh. That's a cool painting. I like it. Very, Not quite Bob Ross, because it's a bit, Oh, interesting visuals going on with the broken mirror there. But not my face, it seems. Curious. Madness Symphony. Right. It's a little messy, but there's definitely notes. Reading notes is not my forte. I've played an instrument, yes, but it's been a while, and I don't really recognize songs from notes, so I don't know what that is like originally. Okay. Well, I think it's sort of on the nose that it's it's a game about madness, so I think we're on the right track. Whoa, that's dark. Dear Mrs. Dowell, I would like to remind you that you gave me a free hand. A free hand. You gave me a free hand in the development of one part of the garden. Therefore, my decision was to mainly plant dahlias. I have accentuated them with clematis flowers. I surrounded everything with white poppies. You will be delighted, Edward. You gave me a free hand. I mean, I've heard of you gave me free reign, or there's a saying of like, actually in Finnish there is a saying of, you know, of having, you know, free hand to do, you know, but I don't think that's how you say it. You gave me a free hand, like it sounds like they just cut off a hand. Here's one. It doesn't cost anything. Right. Well, that's a bit disconcerting, but I'm sure it'll be fine. We'll just make do, and it'll all be good and well. Yes. Nothing. Huh. A lot of the pictures are the exact same picture. Interesting. I wonder what that's supposed to denote. Nothing in the TV. I hear a fly. Is there a fly in my soup? Because I don't approve. Right.
Honey,
Hi?
please turn off the TV. It's gonna be stormy.
Stormy. Hi. There you go, honey. Oh, there's phone ringing. I'll get it right. I'll check a couple. Theodore Dowell. English B, Math A, Science A, PE B, Ethics A, signature of parent Susan Dowell. Ethics. I've never had ethics in school, but I suppose it might be an American thing. I'm coming. Jeez. Hello.
Am I talking with Dr. Stephen Dowell?
Is it okay if I don't know for sure? It's a horror game. It's better to not assume immediately. I have this experience of about these things. Hi. I'm assuming this is an office. It is nothing certain. Please come to the morgue for identification purposes. Ah.
Patient Edward 41. Day September 11th.
Right.
Patient has told me about his dreams where he tries to murder his wife and child. As
Okay.
far as he said before, he's a bachelor, and he hasn't said anything about children. It could be some traumatic memory from his childhood. I have to get to know about it during our next meeting. It is a harder case than I expected. Some symptoms indicate that the patient can possess multiple personality. But these are only suspicions. I have to ask my friend, Abraham.
Okay, surely that's nothing to worry about. Also, again, Encyclopedia of Psychology Vol 2, like multiple volumes of Vol 2, again, in the same... Right. Let's see here. You. Okay, well, let's go. Dear Abraham, I apologize for not having written so long. You mean written for so long? As in having written so long. That's not how you speak the English. I was occupied with family and work matters and did not have enough time. I trust that you are okay. How is your wife, Berta? I currently have a case of a certain patient, Edward Smeared. He is 41 years old. He is reporting problems with sleeping and memory. He is reporting problems with sleeping and memory. Like, that's, by the very least, a pretty clumsy way of putting it, because he's reporting memory problems and trouble with sleeping, but whatever. I notice he seemed to have certain minor tics. Seems to have certain minor tics. Oh boy, it's gonna be one of those. There are times when he suddenly and strangely moves the small finger of his left hand. I mean, you mean the pinky? He told me about a nightmare that has been haunting him for some time. It is the only dream that he's able to remember. He told me he had attempted to kill his wife and child in that dream. However, he was not able to do it. He constantly wakes up before the very end. It is very strange because Edward is actually a bachelor and does not have any children. What do you think of this? My assumption is that these are the beginnings of schizophrenia or a multiple personality disorder. However, you are the one who has more experience in psychopathology. Best regards, Stephen Dowell. Right. If you say so. Yeah, that's like, if you're supposed to be a doctor, I think you're supposed to also know like a lick of English, especially if you like are an American living in America. You know, it's like, or is that just a mistake on my part? Okay. Wait, I was supposed to. Well, they mentioned the morgue, but I don't know how. Ah. Well, that's a lot of flights again, but I can't open the door, so bummer. Right. Cool. Great. Sure thing. Ooh. City news. Mother and 7-year-old son murdered. Neverwhere town. Aha. Okay. 50% of babies born with syphilis have impaired eyesight. Well, that good to know. Right. Uh-huh. Nothing immediately jumps to mind, or from like, you know, or like, you know, hidden messages, but okay, we'll call that a good one. Can't go there. Okay. Hello? Well, that's a lot of freight in the elevator. Well, let's So, the over-under on something bad happening in the elevator, because it's a horror game. But let's see. Ooh. It actually worked. Hello? Oh, hi. That's a well, that sure is a rubber duck. Yes. Right. This is a very dark corridor, but we'll manage. A key to her heart is located where your journey began. Right. well, let's go back to the began because I don't think I've seen any numbers so far. As a, you know, hi. Do you need help with the door? Is it? Can I? I think there's a chain there. Ah, that's the issue. Understood. Doop 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 doop. Just everything's fine. Cool. It'll be great. Don't worry about it. It's just fine. Well? Well, that's lovely. Yes. Ah, helpful. Yes, good. Thank you. I'll just check eyesight room 6. Check spelling. That would be also good. Will that? I mean, does anyone say eyesight room? Isn't? I'm sure there's like a medical like term for any whatever. Okay, eyesight. Were these on the floor before? I don't think so. Huh. It's the same thing there. Ah. Interestingly, I think the ABTD is also different than before. Because I'm pretty sure it was something P something something, but not ABTD. But again, the rest of the stuff seems okay. Interesting. But 62629. Let's go punch numbers. Numbers in the thing. Let's do the thing with the numbers like the brave souls that we are. Cool. Yes, very much cool. Thank you. And if there's jump scares, we'll just have to brave through them. Yes. Do 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 do. See. I'm just gonna assume that was a good noise. Ah, the light went out. Lovely. Okay. Cool. Do you need help with the door again? Could light be on for a bit? Because that's... I can't no match. Ah. Like dental records no match. I'm assuming. Well, that's a way to get rid of bodies for sure. Shall we... Well, that's hi. Well, my understanding of how these things go, I'm gonna assume that's my money's on the wife for now, because that's how these things often go. Also, birds again. Many birds. Right. Okay. cool. I can just go into a wall there. Right. Well, so well, now we know how to so in the context of apparently we are inside some sort of a mad mind where there happens to be a note that explains how to control the bird or the flying with the Xbox One controller. Oh boy, I love it. That's great. That's amazing. Yes, sure. So I'm assuming avoid the walls then. Doop 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 doop. Just fly like the wind. Whoa, whoa. Nice and easy. Cool. Doing well. Yes. Come on. Just a little more. I hope. I mean, yes, birds. I understand birds somehow. Oh, okay. Phone. Ah, phone. Give phone.
Honey, gain control over him, please.
Please? Sure. Loading. And we'll just see how the rest goes then, I suppose. Ah, well. Let's. Oh, this is the park benches from the main menu. Cool beans. So, let's go for a stroll in the park. Let's see if can I. Nope, locked. Okay, so key somewhere. Let's go find key. Let's be the master of unlocking. We've always dreamt of being. Yes. Hello. Pretty good water reflections. So I mean there. Oh. Why? I think he threw an axe at me. Thanks for that. That's key, thank you. And another rubber duck, because apparently rubber ducks are all the rage these days. Well, let's go open the door. Hi. I mean, they did mention a gardener, and wasn't that the one who had some issues, according to the audio logs? But the question is, since I'm gonna just go out on a limb and say that I'm not in the real world, so that would also mean that the person I'm currently playing as is.
Play with me.
Well, we'll get around to that, I'm sure. Can I kick ball? No. Damn. Hi. Where is the border between dream and reality? What is our life? Is it that what is dreamt, or that what we dream about? Tell me, dear Susan, What would you do if you couldn't sleep? Would you be able to take control over the dream that does not come, but haunts you? Eddie. Isn't that a bit of a redundant question if the dream doesn't come? Well, I'm sure there's a poetic point in there somewhere. Certificate of death. Name of deceased, Theodore Dowell, age 7, male, place of death, family home, cause of death, strangulation in sleep. Well, that went cool. I was almost expecting a jump scare.
Daddy, why did you allow him?
Because, well, I don't have an answer to that yet, I suppose. Still can't kick ball. Hi. Young man, that's coming out of your pay or weekly allowance. Yes. You gotta be careful with them baseballs. You see. Yes. Ah. Phone. Phone. Give. Hi.
Daddy! Daddy! He's here. He's back.
Mm-hmm. And I'm assuming that's bad. But like, so, gist of it so far, the gardener was someone who was supposedly, in some ways, mentally had problems, but also the person I'm playing as has like this environment I'm in. Well, the game crashed. Hi. Oh boy, thanks for that game. That's cool, great. That's just lovely. Do you want to work again? Thank you. A little more if you could. Yeah, so far, spelling errors up the wazoo, and the game crashed in the first 30 minutes. Cool, thanks. Well done. Continue, and let's see where that puts us. This doesn't look familiar, so I'm gonna say it just saved before we went forward. Ooh, big dice, cool. Theodore is a very talented child. He is very calm and he has the character of a dreamer. The only thing that disturbs me is the shadowy shape which often appears in his drawings. It is probably a character from a comic or something, nothing to be worried about. Uh-huh. But it does disturb you. Cool, okay. Cool dice. I'd love those. Let's see here. Hey. So, this is the kids' room, and the reading is the Giulio Metaphysics 3. Some are sicker than others. Savvy musician. A waking possibility or something. Uh-huh. And those over and over again. Cool. Good for... Well, I'm sure that's just the Reaper from Overwatch is who that is. It's fine. It's just fine. Have you... It's surely fine. Ah. A sword. Right. Theodore on it. Okay. I don't see anything else to interact with, so I'm just gonna assume that's how we do this. Oh, that's fallen over. Good for us. Well, there's the thing. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. Right. Okay, can't go back. So, is this right? Hi. Ah, well, considering... Yep, it looks like we died, considering that we hadn't opened the cupboard there, so I'm gonna say that's fine then. So, yep, and the painting falls over again, so I'm assuming that's a death and a checkpoint. Okay. So, do something about the darkness, I would assume, then? Oh. Dear Mrs. Dowell, I am very pleased that you fancy my floral composition. I have received your comments and further recommendations. I will plant rhododendrons. I've never seen that word before. Rhododendrons. Rhododendrons. It's probably a flower. I've never encountered that one. As per your wish. I will have to drive my car in front of the greenhouse to move the seedlings. I hope you do not mind, Edward. Cool. Ah, we can go into the set. The what now? Missing fuses. Well, thanks for the text, because I can't even see there's anything there. That's a really dark game. Hello. Right. I mean, a flashlight would be cool if we wanted to. Oh, mice. Well, oh, that's a dead one though. That's sad. Oh, a shield with some fingerprints and a plus sign and a Theodore again. Okay, cool. Here we have... Yeah, I get it. Birds. Oh, and the drawing does some weird pixelating when I go far and near. Oh well, it's I'm sure it's fine. Let's see here. Ah, thanks for the duck again. Uh-huh. Okay. Not sure if that's anything. Anything in the corners? Nope. So... Oh. That's a... Ah. Dear Stephen, my wife is very well as usual. Let's move to the essence of the case. You should remember that we have had a similar case in the past. It was the case that you took active part in. We are overworked, you might have forgotten. I think that you should, with the use of suggestion, help your patient finish the dream. Hypnosis can be too invasive. Try to ask him about his past. Accepting traumatic events he has experienced could be the starting point in merging his different selves. Looking forward to your next letter. Greetings, Abraham. Greetings. Like, I need to brush up on my my letter etiquette, but when's the last time you saw a letter that ended with the word greetings? Isn't it like, yours truly, or sincerely, or yours, or whatever. Greetings in the end. Uh-huh. I'm not sure what that's supposed to denote, other than, you know, man in a mask, but okay. Cyclozine, disturbing effects of new treatment method. The treatment method for severe psychological disorders by Dr. Stephen Dowell is based on applying strong visual stimuli to the patient. It is aimed at putting the patient in a hypnotic trance. Now I'm second guessing myself how trans is written, but if I would have had to have guessed, it would have been Trance or SE, but not just S. I'm not sure, but that seems weird. During which he stands face to face with his fears and deepest thoughts. The results of the treatment, however, are far from expectations. So far, following therapeutic sessions with the doctor's films, patients have plunged into apathy, depression, or experienced epilepsy attacks continuing a long time after the appointment. The main association of psychologists is watching Dr. Stephen Dowell with anxiety. They plan to meet with the author of this controversial research. Right. Ooh, dinosaur. Roar. Yep, still can't see myself in the mirror. Okay. Spark plugs, I would assume. Ooh. This vaguely reminds me of the mask I just saw in the pictures, but not sure. That's tricky. Huh. Right. I have an inkling. My gaming senses suggest that Yep. Okay, let's see if I remember the, it was here. Here. And... Ooh! Cool! I remembered! Yay! Let's roll! Do 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 do. There. Man, that's hard to say. So does that then remove the darkness? And I can go. Yeah. So going in darkness is death. Now we know. That's good to remember. There. Thought 1940. I always fear that thought may not come back home. Right. Interesting. Okay. Well, the TV is still off. We did that. Oh.
Patient Edward, 41. Taking some pieces of advice from my friend Abraham, I established that Eddie suffers from a very mild split personality disorder. The other personality hasn't shown yet, and hasn't taken him under control. There are only problems with memory and mild tics. I have to think about the kind of therapy I will apply.
Well, there's Reaper from Overwatch. Oh, again, I'm gonna assume it's in the... Here again. Hi.
Hello? Steven? Are you here? Steven? It's Eddie.
Steven and Eddie. If you say so. So Edward again was the gardener, right? And Stephen is the I'm still working on. Uh-huh. Right. I think the dude on the left is like pretty much in the process of doing a dab, but right.
Daddy, I'm lost.
Uh-huh.
So sad. I've lost my figurines.
You wouldn't
Please
happen to...
find them for me.
Sure. But you wouldn't happen to have like a flashlight or something, because I'd love one. There's a picture on the table, but I can't zoom into it, so hard to say about that. Nothing to interact with here, I think. Nope. Okay. Ah. There we go. Well, that is pretty much what that is. Cool, music boxes, always fun. They bring out the... Ooh, what's you? I'm gonna say a split apple? Or something? Ooh, what's you? A sad sun and a crow. Like yeah, I get it. Bird motif. Sure. Right. Well, back to the elevator, I think, then. So, let's see if it works. It works still. Here's hoping. I mean, if we're lucky, you know. Yay! We did it good. Any more jump scares? No? Okay. Eyesight room. Oh, now the stuff is again not on the floor. That's helpful. Ooh. Ah. Women receives Wow. Women receives 30 stab wounds. 2 days later, the child is strangled during sleep. Women, as opposed to woman. And the same typo is both in the object and in the to text screen. Whew, right, yeah, could maybe, someone proofread the game before you put it out? I could do it. I'm not even expensive, and I'm not an... Yeah. This is the original amount of text. There's a P on the fourth row, not a B as it was when it changed into the numbers. I'm wondering why it changed some of the letters as well. Oh well. So gonna give.
Patient Eddie, 41.
Uh-huh.
Day. Having acquainted with the traumatic Eddie's past life, violence in the family, and pathology, I've decided that I will use a less invasive method of treatment we can handle without hypnosis.
Right.
The confrontation with the past and dreams connected with some mild anxiolytics should be enough. I think that finishing the dream, so killing the wife and child, can join his split selves. All we need to do is wait and observe.
I'm wondering if that's how you approach these things, but... Dear Stephen, analyzing your previous letters and observations, I believe that the problem is connected with Smeared. Please give it some more thought. I'm worried about you and your family. When I come back from Smeared, I will visit you and we will talk. Abraham. P.S. Send your wife and child someplace. Make sure that they are safe. Uh, I mean, considering how, the writing team isn't exactly English speakers, it's kind of hard to denote, like nuance from like between the lines, but that says to me that Abraham is worried that I'm gonna do something, not my gardener or Edward. I think. That's what sort of like, and like it's a horror game where a lady ghost is haunting me. I think my character did a bad. I have this inkling. It's my gamer senses are speaking to me. Nope, nothing. Oh, but I can go here, it seems. Well, let's go down the stairs because that's a good way to do things. St. Jonah Hospital. Right. Cool. Well, from the top again. Can. Nope. Ooh, here I can go though.
Breaking news. As the investigation has shown, the police have established that the brutal murder of the family of the famous doctor of psychology was caused by the local gardener, Edward S.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. So, ooh. I don't know. It's like an X-ray of a head crab in a cauldron or something. Interesting. Ooh, thank you. Yep, and there goes the music box again. Cool. Do 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 do. Hello. Ooh, dry hands. Yes, that's lovely. Nope. Oh. Okay, good, good. Oh. Yes, go to public toilets to pick up rubber ducks. That's the sensible thing to do. Cool. Ah. Third figurine. Yay! Making progress. Right. Oh. Bird again, and the bird brought a chair. Did the bird... Oh, right. Did the bird, like, want to take a seat that badly, or... Now I'm wondering if the chairs were... Ah, yes, I've seen The Shining, yes. It's, or at least I've seen enough of The Shining, yes, yeah, cool. I'm not controlling this one. I can look around a bit, it seems, but very little. But yeah. Well, it's Corridor Racing Simulator 2019. That right. Spinning bodies, red room. And birds. Oh, always with the birds. Yes. Uh-huh. Interesting. Are we gonna... Ah. Ooh, it's another flying scene again. Let's go for... Oh, ah. Thank you. I was wondering it was a bit dark to aim anywhere. Also, loud phone. Hi.
Thank you, honey. But why?
Because honey is tasty. Do you crash this time? Ooh. Now we're in the dark. Like, I can see a thing. Ooh, that looks like a headlamp. It is. Why could we not have this before? Because... Okay, there's a bird-faced person sitting there, but I already know what the, what that, jittering means. So, let's see here. I'm gonna assume I gotta do something, and I'll just explore first. Okay, so Reaper from Overwatch is burying pages, or are those tombstones? Not sure. They're a bit yellow, but okay. If you say so. Right. Cool beans. Ah. Are you sure you don't need more pitchforks? That's a couple. Just, you know. Ah, duct tape. Cool. And sometimes I suffer terribly because I have to restrain myself. When I see you preparing dinner holding a beautiful knife in your hand, I imagine us. Why does a beautiful knife bring... together with cold steel in your... Together with cold steel in your bowels, I look at your beautiful eyes glazed with tears, and your life slowly fades. I dream of giving you a last kiss on your fading lips, Eddie. Right. Hi. I'm assuming that's Eddie. But I'm still... Again, this place is like a headspace of madness, so either the doctor is crazy as well, or I'm Eddie playing as Eddie. Or something along those lines. Okay, so... Thomas the Tank Engine does light and there's a red X. Cool. Ah, and yay! I think we solved the puzzle. Hello. Looking good. Ah. A mouse. Toy mouse. In the... Right. Dead boy buried in garden. As a result of an ongoing investigation, the police have found the body of Theodore Dowell. The son of a well-known psychologist was murdered and buried in a greenhouse on the premises by gardener Edward S. I'm wondering, in the Sword and Shield I found, I think they were both Theodore with just not an E at the end. Which is interesting. Like, usually children know how to write their name. Like that's the first thing they learn how to write. Like all the letters, including the E at the end. I don't know. Let's see. Ah, another phone. Oh, well.
Come for me, please. Mom is lying here. She is so cold.
Sounds ominous. Unless mom is taking part in Would I Lie to You? That's a different thing. Then lying is still, you know, but par for the right. Ah. Well, turn it off again. again, Reaper and the person with the phone. Right. Cool beans. Right. I believe that was a Ring reference. A pretty good one. A decent one. A bit loud, but nonetheless works. Let's see here. Okay, well, that happened. I think we might need to renovate the house a bit, honey. There's a bit of a thing with that going on. Aha. A really, really, really dark pair of rubber boots. And I can't go in the cellar because it's apparently flooded. Okay, sure, if you say so. Well, let's then check doors. Hi. Thank you for the rubber duck. That's Huh? Can't pick up the sword anymore. Oh! Well, it looks like that there was a Soul Calibur match and someone lost, it seems. That's always a bummer, yes. Ooh. Juliet Simpson, Unforgiving Crows, Animal Psychology. Every morning, 2 crows named Thought and Memory are released and fly above the world. Yeah, I think I get the bird motif at this point. That's the metaphor they are really subtly going for here. Well, upstairs. Ooh. A famous psychologist accused by the Committee of Ethics. The experimental method of treating severe psychological disorders developed by Dr. Stephen Dowell has been raising controversy for a long time. After sessions conducted at the doctor's, the condition of patients significantly deteriorate, yet Dr. Dowell is convinced of the procedure's correctness. The Maine Association of Psychologists has conducted interviews among people examined with the use of Dowell's films. The investigation led to a former patient who has committed suicide following his experimental sessions. The young girl threw herself under a speeding train. The psychologist treating her is known to have hidden all traces and methods leading to the patient. Isn't it the psychologist who treated her? Because it's supposed to be in the past sense, because it's, an unfortunately a perished person at that point, the patient. The doctor has even gone as far as falsifying the autopsy files to avoid consequences. The Medical Ethics Committee has put Dowell's right to exercise his profession at stake, and the injured family has announced legal proceedings. The injured family. I don't think that's how you say it either. It's more like, the family of the deceased or something. But okay. But beyond grammar, the doctor has even gone as far as falsifying the autopsy files. First of all, but at least where I come from, a psychologist isn't a medical doctor necessarily. I think psychiatrist is and psychologist isn't, unless that's like a, but they say doctor, so I suppose it could be like a PhD in psychology. So that was so sure, but it's like that's actually beside the point. The other part here is like gone as far as falsifying the autopsy files to avoid consequences. Yeah, but but Stephen Dowell is not a pathologist. That's a different thing. Like, how do you, like, if you're a psychologist, then what business do you have in going to the morgue and falsifying the files? Because you're not the pathologist who checked. That doesn't check out. That doesn't hold water. Weird. Okay, let's see here. Ooh, more religious paintings, right? And again, I've lost my headlamp. I would actually like one now again because this is really not a very bright game. Let's see here. Open door. Hi. Memory 1942, but I'm more afraid that memory may return. Right. And that's indeed the metaphor we are dealing with here.
Patient. Data. Today is 28th of March. March. No. Weird case. Only experimental methods. Only experimental. Why him? Why him? I don't know. Weird case. Weird case.
Weird indeed, yes. Oh, ha. I was wondering, like, what's the next thing to check around, so... Hello? I think the game crashed again. This time into a black screen. It crashes in multiple different ways. We are 1 hour and 8 minutes into playing the game, and 2 crashes so far. Cool. Very, very stable this, yes. Okay, give me a hot second. I'll just or actually there we are. Restarting the game and hoping it'll just, continue from where we left off. If we're lucky. I wonder where's the latest autosave, but yeah, that's so far a number of jump scares, a story that doesn't so far seem it seems like it might have a couple of weird holes in it, but we'll see. But there's a whole bunch of really, really bad English going on. That's just grammar and spelling errors everywhere. And 2 crashes in 68 minutes. That's cool. Continue, I would have to suppose. Well. Oh, we're here. Okay, so, well, I mean, we saw all the things, so I'm gonna go on a limb and hope that the audio log is the thing with which we cause the phone to start ringing so we can try to go forward. So you? Patient, yes.
28th of March.
Hi.
No. Weird case. case. Only experimental methods. Only experimental. No. Why him? Why? Why him? I don't know. Weird case. Weird.
Very weird. Ooh, good. Okay. Now, let's hope. It's loading something! Yay! We did it good!
On Monday, Eddie was born. On Friday, he had a family on his own.
Okay, or off his own, but
Wednesday, his dreams did not allow him to sleep.
that I've been there. It's a thing. Sometimes
So
happen.
on Thursday day, he visited the doctor to confess so deep.
That sentence is not really a lot of
On
not
Friday
sense.
night, he did what the doctor told him to do.
Right. Which is that
Saturday, he did not have his family. He did the do.
are you sure you've translated that quite right? He did the doom.
Sunday morning, he slept ill. The doctor was right. Nightmares have gone.
Ooh, well then all is well that ends well with the thing then. But again, like someone's family got killed, or the wife and kid. That's from the like newspaper clipping, so that's, you know, maybe not worth. Oh, that's really white. So we're now in Unfinished Swan. Well, hello. Right. Yes, the bird face. Patient Edward. You have a typo in the object again. Edward. Patient Edward. Began preliminary interview, initial diagnosis, testing, and new therapy, and waiting for results. This is the same piece of paper I saw in the beginning. Right. Not sure if the Edward typo. Throat dried up again. Okay, so I don't remember if there was the typo in there in the beginning as well, but sounds possible. Okay, well, what's next? Okay. Cool. Theodore is a very talented child. He is very calm and he has the character of a dreamer. The only thing that disturbs me is the shadowy shape which often appears in his drawings. It's probably a character from a comic book or something, nothing to be worried about. Yeah, I've seen this one before as well. And I took the piece of paper this time. Okay, interesting. Because I think oftentimes we just leave the paper back when I'm. Oh well, or maybe I'm misremembering that. A helmet. Right. Okay. Good. Cool. Oh, a piano. Well, that apparently happened then. So, where is the border between dream and reality? What is our life? Is it that what is dreamt or that what we dream about? Tell me, dear Susan, what would you do if you couldn't sleep? Would you be able to take control over the dream that does not come but haunts you? Eddie. And this is again the same thing I saw before. What about this? 8/17/1973. Teddy's 3rd birthday was great. The party was held in our garden. All dishes and desserts were made from fruits that we picked there. The only thing that got me worried was that Stephen took an active interest in Teddy's mental development. He's only 3 and his father is already forcing him to learn to read. I have to talk to him. Okay. Well, let's, ooh, a bridge. Bye. Well, happy swimming. Well. Apparently I can't go swimming. I seem to have a problem with doing that. I have 2 problems doing that. So... well. Hello, rubber duck. Okay. Oh. Well, that... I'm gonna assume we go for the door. Can I go behind the door? I can, but it opens only this way. Wait. But... So another door spawned even though I didn't go through the door. Like... Ha! That's... right. Amusing. Very good. I'm not sure that's how I was expected to do that, but you know, in psychology you gotta find workarounds because that's how the mind works. Yes. Haha. Very. I am a metaphor. Yes. Oh boy. Well, it's raining outside. I'm sure I can. I'll just check the... What's you? Ooh, a bird on a shovel. Yes, a very soothing image, I'm sure. Doesn't look like there's a lot to interact with. Is it this?
Bring me the towel from the bedroom. I forgot about it completely.
Not to alarm you, honey, but you wouldn't happen to be able to tell me where our bedroom is. Like this is the kids' room. I don't think this is what we're talking about. Oh, there's a locked box. All right. Cool. Oh, can't go upstairs. Can't go in here. Origins of psychotherapy. Cool. That's a very small towel. Just saying. 4/5/1975. Due to too many responsibilities, I don't have the time to take care of our garden. I have asked Stephen to help me, to hire somebody to help. At least that much he can offer. That's all I can ask for. 4/6/1975. I can't stand these maniacal attempts to make a genius of our child. Stephen is out of line. Taking our child to hospital and testing him with mental development methods sick fad. Sometimes I think that this marriage was a big mistake. I will drive Teddy to his grandma. He could use a little break from his father. Cool. Psychology elements methods history. Cool. Right. Well, I have a towel. It's not very small. It's like really small, but and not very big. But you know, that's okay. Are we? Right. I think we have a bird problem, honey. Well, that was an expensive mirror and I still... Oh. I have mixed feelings about our relation. Relationship. Stephen is my employer and I owe him a lot. I know this is not a discussion to be held through a letter. Let's meet in the garden in 2 days, the usual spot, Edward. Not like a, you know, time of day or anything. Oh, hello, phone. Let's go. Okay. An abrupt cut. I was worried that it maybe crashed again, but apparently no. Cool. Okay, so yeah, the level transitions are a little shaky, if you will. Oh boy. Well, back in the old office, it seems. Don't see... Oh. Dear Abraham, thank you so much for sending me Dr. Alfred Binet's publication about the verification of children's IQ. Thanks to it, I have come up with a great idea. I will not let you in on the details yet. I do not want to jinx it. All I can say is that it will be connected with increasing the IQ of very small children in the initial part of their mental development. It will be revolutionary. Imagine this, intellectual elites developed from their earliest age to advance our world and science. The mankind may witness great discoveries thanks to my research. Greetings, Stephen. Again, greetings in the end of a letter. I'm not sure about that. So, hi. Anything here? Well, it looks mostly normal. A little different, but still normal. Don't see anything. Another locked box.
Research theme. The test of the therapy increasing the intelligence among children. The subject of the research, Theodore Dowell. The first attempts to increase IQ, I started using suggestion and manipulation method during REM sleep. The subject handled the experiment very well. I began the observation and started the manual visual tests phase.
Cool. Well, let's hope it all goes fine and everything lived happily ever after and all was fine. Yes. The elevator something. Use elevator only with something. Don't letter with this test at all. Use elevator only with something. I don't know. Hi. I see colors. That's cool. looks broken. Ah, I see. Yes, I need to do a light, it seems, again. Hi. Oh, hello. Cool. Ah, it's one of these. Right. Oh, hello. I found key. Yay! I've made progress, like a good boy. Let's see here. Oh, right, the key is probably into the box, but I still need like a light source or something, which will hopefully present itself. Oh, light bulb. Sure, let's say that's what we need. Can't open that, so back to the light bulb then. Do 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 do. Yay! We did it good. So door, thank you. Up the elevator and let's find out what's what, if you will. I'm assuming up the elevator. Cool. So in the leftmost room was the locked box, so let's... Yay! Ooh, duck. Thank you. Dear Game, in just a bit. Dear Abraham, it's all gone to hell, my entire plan, all of it. Everything was based on suggestion and on an attempt to manipulate dreams in the REM phase. I was testing it on my son, Teddy. I thought it would not be harmful, that I had nothing to lose. On the contrary, I would be the one to form the first genius in the family created with this method. His marks at school are higher indeed, but he lacks empathy and he has started to be afraid of the darkness. As opposed to afraid of the dark. Because if you say the darkness, then it's a bit more... I'll get back to that, but it should be afraid of the dark. My wife forbade me to continue my research. Why did I even attempt to try this on my son? I'm abandoning this project and sending your materials back. Thank you for them. I will not need them anymore. P.S. I might have an interesting patient soon. Regards, Stephen. Also, I thought it would not be harmful, that I had nothing to lose. On the contrary, I would be the one to form the first genius. Form the first genius in the... That's again really clunky English and then some. Hi. Well, it's locked, so my beautiful treatment method film camera thing. But yeah, I gotta say, you don't want to start doing the ringing sound like before we've read the actual thing. But so. I haven't heard the phrase someone is afraid of the darkness, but like the darkness is a more specific term than the overall the dark, because if you say afraid of the darkness, then you're referring to a specific darkness that is, for example, say you could say that there's, if this room had just completely just would be void of light, it would be the darkness in this room, because it is that darkness in here. Or if you really want to like name the entire concept of dark as like that one entire the darkness, that engulfs the world, but that's not what it like. That's not how it like. The dark is the dark, not the darkness in this. Like, it doesn't mean the exact same thing in that context. So afraid of the darkness is not a thing. It can be, I guess, but that's not what they were trying to write. Afraid of the dark. You can't just use them interchangeably. But hi. Can I? Okay, the world goes black again, so... Hi! Well, that's the Birdman again. Or the bird-faced thing. Right. Cool beans. Well, at least we have a loading screen, right? That's a good sign. If game thing. Ooh, we have a colorful thing going on. Need to break this cycle somehow. Okay, so break a chain. Can't get in the nope. Can't get in the love bus anymore. Boo. So I'm gonna take a wild guess that... Nope, still nothing here. So there's probably something in here I can use. Well, there's tools upon... Ah. That would probably be it. Yes, I get it. Bird motif. It's... Sure. And here's the mouse toy again. And your bushes or your greenery is clipping through the wall there, but that's fine. Right, okay. So cut through the thing and live happily. Oh, that's a graphical pop-in. Oh boy. The graphics are popping real hard. Oh, wow. Okay, well. Moving forward. Hi. Ooh, graphic pop-in. Oh dear. that deer moved away with quite the unnatural movement set, but that graphical pop-in is really bad. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh no. Maybe the dark was better. Or the darkness was better for this here. Oh boy. Okay, a boat? Can I go fishing? I should still do something here. Okay. Oh, there actually is a fish in the water. I didn't actually expect that. Okay, let's see here. Oh, pop in. Oh boy, come on. Uh, 9/11/1976. The strange sessions with Teddy have allowed to obtain the outcomes that my husband so strongly desired. It is a toxic father-son relationship worth it. Teddy is no longer as happy as he had been before. He had become very afraid of the darkness. Again, like, the darkness works in many other ways, but when you're afraid of it's just the dark. It's not like, because the entire concept of dark, or the entire concept of darkness even, is not the darkness. It's not a specific thing unless it's the dark. It just doesn't sound right. No. On the one hand, it's not how you say it. My brain is just like not accepting it. It just can't be right. On the one hand, this is normal at his age. I truly don't know. I can only rely on Eddie, but he seems strange recently. Also, on the one hand, and then there's never the on the other hand thing, so... 9/13/1976. I have been trying to improve my marriage, but the complete lack of Stephen's interest is just killing me. He's constantly talking about his new treatment method. I feel imprisoned in this relationship. They used the correct word there instead of relation. I cannot see any future for it. I know it is a bit reckless, but I am beginning to feel freer. Freer. Even if that's somehow a word, I'm gonna just feel more free is how you're supposed... with Eddie. I enjoy the interest that only he is giving me. You enjoy the interest that only he is giving you. I know what you tried to say there, but you meant to say attention. Because in that sort of a context, it almost sounds like he's giving you like an interest on like a loan. A loan interest. It's... game. Like... Did no one at the office speak English? Because... you need like one person to proofread the shit. Like, just one. It can't be that costly. Come on. Ugh. Well, there's a swing, and oh, an oar. Well, I suppose that is a thing I needed to do here. That's a fair enough. So now let's go fishing. Yay. That's loud. Yay, we're floating down in the river of Babylon. And something. Really white. Yes, let's see if we can just... oh boy. Game. Cool. Well, we went places, it seems. Relation and interest. Like, it's genuinely really hard for me to care about a story that's just full of just really just... I haven't seen writing like spelling errors that bad in a very long time. Like since someone set us up the bomb, I haven't encountered stuff just this bad in the writing department. Jeez, like English.
Increasing the intelligence among children.
Uh-huh. And this is again the same piece of note I saw earlier. Like, I don't quite accept that you're recycling the lore text items from the game. That's weird. That doesn't, like, not in a good way. It's just don't do that. Is my advice about that? Oh, the tree! Yay! Can we now do a swing?
Just for a while, to fulfill my dreams during our romance.
Cool. Yep, the interest giving me. Yep, that's the same piece of paper again. I don't understand recycling them. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, I literally just read it, like 3 minutes ago.
The subject handled the experiment very well.
Uh-huh. Oh. Yay! I have rubber duck again. And I'm not sure what you mean by subject handled very well, because I'm not sure I agree with your assessment there, buddy boy. But, yeah. Oh, Ace Attorney moment. Objection! Hold it! Right. Opening the trial, sure. Oh, what's you? The Breed and Birds taxidermy again. With the, again, you're recycling the lore items. It's unbecoming of you. Oh, there's a door. Door! Hi. Thank you. Oh. The door sort of clipped open into the wall, but this wasn't the way to actually go. Right. Okay. If you say so. Oh, I'm in prison. Well, considering what I've seen, it's probably the right place. Oh, place for me, but okay. Right. Nothing to see here. Oh, phone. Can I get phone? Uh-huh. Interrogation Protocol 514-1977. In the case of the murder of Susan Dowell and Theodore now it's again Theodore without an E, but in the death certificate it was Theodore with an E. So which one is it? Game? The interrogation is conducted by Chief Inspector Samuel Wilson. After many attempts to make contact with the suspect, we still do not have any information. The accused is constantly smiling and indistinctly repeating a sentence that reads, "The nightmares have stopped." His gaze is absent. He does not maintain eye contact with the interlocutor. He probably does not make anything of the position that he is in. Without the presence of a forensic psychologist, we are not able to obtain more information. It is assumed that the case will be closed with an insanity plea. Right. So... Hello?
Good. So maybe you would tell us about your authorial therapy. What do you think, Mr. Dow? Can you hear me? It's better now, isn't it? So, can we continue? Great. Did you know that Susan Dow was pregnant?
No, I don't think that has come up yet. Interrogation Protocol 516-1977. In the case of the murder of Susan Dowell and Theodore Dowell, suspect Edward. Blurry. The interrogation is conducted by Chief Inspector Samuel Wilson and forensic psychologist Mrs. Vanessa Green. Thanks to Mrs. Vanessa, we have managed to come into contact with the suspect. It has been established that he is single. He worked as a gardener for the Dowell family. He said that for the last months he had been taking part in a therapy and that it was to cure him from his split personality disorder. He admitted that he had killed his wife and child, but as he emphasized, he had done it in his dream because Dr. Dowell had told him to do so. It had been part of his therapy. We have finally figured it out. It is necessary to speak with Dr. Dowell. Right. John, I know that tomorrow is Bowman's shift. I've hidden the key for the door switch is in a safe place. Don't tell him anything. Let's drive him nuts for a while. Is the safe place like an actual safe, or what's the joke there? Right. Interesting. I don't really I never remember even half of the American states. It doesn't really come up. In Finland you see a lot, so yeah, you know. Hi. Anything here? Oh, I thought I... Haha! I thought I saw a hotspot there, and it sure was one. A blue oh. Not sure. Headless turtle or something? Open door? Oh, open door. Cool. No. Can't open that, but I can interact with Interrogation Protocol 517 1977. In the case of the murder of Susan Dowell and Theodore Dowell, witness Stephen Dowell, the interrogation is conducted by Chief Inspector Samuel Wilson. The suspect is shocked. There is no rational contact with him. It is understandable in his position. He hasn't said anything new. After the murder, there were many different comments from the psychology world in the press. The witness has only mentioned that his therapy for curing a mental split disorder had been very ineffective. He hasn't commented on that. Okay. Apart from, like, saying it to begin with, but, understood. I, need to find numbers. Apparently. Fresh ground coffee. Cool. What's you? Right. Morse code numbers. Right. Okay, can I get that once more? So I think it's 327, right? Cool. Thank you. I think I have a 327, so... Nope, wrong way. Yay! We did a good success. Yay, key. Thank you. Just checking there's nothing else to find here, I hope. Or, well, I mean that I'm hopefully I'm not missing anything is the more the thing I was trying to say. Yep, that's just the storage room, and just move forward then. Oh, wrong. From here to here. Also, I can't open these. It just looks like I could, but I can't. Here. What are we doing? Okay. Where's the phone? I don't remember seeing it. Oh, wait, it's in the here. Yay, we did it good. And nothing around it. Cool.
Listen, Bowman, give me some creeps, Doctor. I won't manage alone.
What? Listen, Bowman, give me some creeps. Like creep apostrophe S doctor. I won't manage it alone. What? What does that even... June issue. The examination conducted by Dr. Maslow's team should not be taken into consideration during the investigation. Dr. Maslow could influence the examination in order to help his friend. Dr. Bandura says Dr. Dowell was known for his controversial methods of treatment and the is fact that wow. The is fact that in the past he has probably led to a patient's death. Yeah, wow. Holy smokes. Holy mo. And the is fact that in the oh no. Ah. Okay, where do I begin with this one? And there is the fact that in the past he has probably, even that's not right, led to a patient's no. His controversial methods of treat. What is supposed to be said there is Dr. Dowell was known for his controversial methods of treatment, and there is the fact that in the past his methods have probably led to a patient's death. Not Dr. Dowell was known for, and the is fact that in the past he has probably led to a patient's death. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that, I think, am I having a stroke? Because, whoa, what? Hi, Clank. I'm having a moment with the game. So, just okay. Look at the English going on here. Dr. Dowell was known for his controversial methods of treatment, and the is fact that, comma, in the past, comma, he has probably led to a patient's death. What? This is the horror game where the greatest scare is the writing. Yeah, like how I would if I want to keep the core of it, I would say for example, and there is the fact that in the past his methods have probably led to a patient's death. But what? And a moment ago, in a transition screen, we got a voice line that said something about Bowman, this is not gonna work. Give me some creeps, doctor. Some creep, apostrophe S, doctor. You want the doctor of some creep. What? The what? This is hi. I've been going at it for an hour 50. Yeah, I'm not saying it's a good way to say it. I'm just saying that if I want to keep the gist of what they say, at least that would be quote unquote correct. So well, yeah. I mean, but do you consider that this is a work of art with just text is a big thing here. Psycholozine, June issue. The tragic events from my friend's past had a very bad influence on his mental health condition. Wow. I know what you tried to say there, game, but just no, says Dr. Abraham Maslow, friend of the accused, suspected of manipulating Dr. Stephen Dowell, which in turn has led him to murder his family. Right. I deny the rumors saying that Stephen pretended to have a mental incompetence. A mental illness is not mental incompetence. Wow. I have examined him. He was also examined by other psychologists and psychiatrists who were strange to him, Dr. Maslow. Okay, I just realized something. I suppose it's a comedy stream at this point. I started serious, I did, but at this point the writing has gone so far down. Like it has some scary moments. It has some jump scares here and there, but wow. Because so as I mentioned a moment ago, there was this voice line of just someone talking to a person called Bowman and said, "Give me some creeps, doctor, because this is not working." I think this is what that reference, because he was also examined by other psychologists and psychiatrists who were strange to him. I think what happened was someone in the writing team thought that strange and creep, like a stranger and a creep, are like interchangeable, right? And they wanted in this story thing a doctor who was strange to him, and somehow that I know, and somehow that got in the writing changed into "give me some creeps, doctor." Like I'll just like that way, some creep, like with the apostrophe in there. I was like, what the hell does that mean, and why did you? That's what that referenced. I don't know if this game has a non-English version originally, but I feel pretty confident in saying that it's not made by native English speakers, for damn sure. It has a Eurojank feel to it. I have a if I had to guess, it's probably an Eastern European game. It just has that look and feel. Like, say, Czech Republic or Slovakia or Poland or Hungary or something like that. I would have to guess that it's. I have this feel for these games. There's a feel for that. It's yeah.
I hereby open the trial against Edward about Susan Dowell and Theodore Dowell's murder. Do the prosecutor and counsel wish to say anything before the trial is started?
Trail started.
I would like to enclose the report about my client's insanity to the evidence, as well as recordings made by Dr. Dowell during the therapy.
Mr. Edward, could you tell us about the relation that was between you and Mrs. Susan Dowell, Dr. Stephen Dowell's wife, that tried to cure you? I would like to enclose documents from Susan Dowell's autopsy to the evidence. Basing on these, Your Honor, as well as the jury can get to know that the victim was pregnant with the defendant.
Remind me again. Is the American English word honor with or without the U? Because I get those mixed up too. But this is the American justice system, and they wrote honor with the U there. So, you know, that's a tiny thing, but these keep piling on, if you will. Again, Trail. Again, Trail. Jeez.
As a doctor, always takes care about patients' welfare. In the enclosed evidence, Your Honor may read about many difficult cases that have been cured by the defendant. He was trying to cure his protege at any cost to ease the pain.
I would like to enclose to the evidence the description of one therapy conducted by the defendant, which, as we can read, also finished with a failure. The girl, with similar illness like Edward, who under the influence of the therapy made suicide.
And did the defendant
made suicide?
Pregnant? Not with him.
Jesus. Made suicide. Who under the influence of the therapy made suicide, and someone read that out loud and didn't. Are you guys sure that's how? Fine. Also, I mean, I'm pretty sure these were jurors, or you know, the jury. I didn't see the lawyers ever turning into the jury, which I think is important at some point. Also, where's the phone? Phone where? Phone. Could you... Phone. Phone. Hi. Oh, and in my first 68 minutes, this game crashed twice. Just a hard... Whoa! On console. Which one would think is the easier way to... Oh boy, oh. But like, so far the story, as far as this, well, I mean, we're obvious...
Can I see you in my office?
In a bit. We're obviously not in the real world because we keep just jumping into place from place. From what I can understand, the wife and child of a doctor were killed, apparently by a gardener who was crazy called Edward, who worked for the family, and it seems that we are more or less playing as the husband, who is a doctor of psychology, although it's maybe a PhD, I don't know, but a psychologist nonetheless, who was apparently treating that same gardener at some point, and there was mentions of like split personality and all that stuff. And there's birds everywhere, like bird, like the bird motif is like bird everything bird, and that's more or less what we've been doing for the past 2 hours, and a bunch of jump scares. So yeah, we've seen like police interrogation reports, some newspaper clippings. We've been to some gardens. We've seen some ink blobs. Those are the ones I've already found, it seems like. I think. Questions, since those are here, I wonder if... Oh, and also the collectibles are rubber ducks, because... Sure. So that's the... And this game isn't very long, so I think we might be heading into the ending pretty soon here. Like, it's... I've been going for 2 hours, and the game is like 2 hours and change long, I think, at according to how long to beat. So, oh, I got a feeling that's the way to go. I want to look around for a bit, just to see if there's any lore items to... Hi. Yay, TV, good entertainment, yes. Right. Well, let's go in. Oh, and every bookshelf has like eight copies of the Encyclopedia of Psychology, Volume 2. And all the time that book it's right. Like the Encyclopedia of Psychology Volume 2, there. There's one. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, right, and here and we found a bunch of the mother and 7-year-old son murdered. Women receives 30 stab wounds 2 days after the child is strangled during sleep, instead of woman. Women. Oh, right. So a psychology doctorate is a separate kind of degree, but I had a thing before. It's still not a medical doctor, right? It's because the psychiatrist is the medical doctor and psychologist is a different kind of a doctor and not a medical one, yes? I think. Because we had this lore moment when a text said to me that our psychologist, Dr. Dowell or whatever, falsified autopsy reports to cover up a suicide thing. And I'm like, wait, but we're a psychologist. How do I falsify an autopsy report if I'm a psychologist? Because how would a psychologist go past the pathologist who is a medical doctor to anyway, women receives as opposed to woman receives, plural versus singular again, and both in the text to thing and in the object itself. So yeah, the father of the family is the one responsible for the commission of all these horrible acts. Cool.
How are you feeling today? Everything's okay?
Everything's
it's
awesome.
Time to show you something.
Yes.
Let's go to the next room. Have a seat and make yourself comfortable.
Next room. Ooh, this looks like the movie theater I started out in, I think. Seat. Ooh.
Our relationship started to pass away suddenly. Stephen treated me like a lodger, unwanted person, with whom he lived because it was a kind of interest. And I started to live on memories and projections that were so beautiful in my head, so perfect. Stephen was in them like years before, like when we moved into our new house and we planned to make a big garden, only for us. These memories made me stronger, helped me to survive, and wait for tomorrow with hope. First time, I thought that maybe I'm only dreaming, or the projections about him became ridiculously strong. He came to me like before, smiling, happy, with sparkles in his eyes. Similar situations repeated in the next weeks, and I, instead of looking for their source, was waiting till my loving Stephen came back, just for a while, to feel like before, like years ago. At the beginning of our relationship, Stephen often told me about interesting things from the psychology ward. During his studies, he met with the case of a patient with multiple personalities. I remember well this case because it seemed to be very exciting. So many different personalities in one body that differ in IQ, beliefs, talents, and even visual acuity. I hid my husband's illness to meet with Eddie, his second personality, to feel happy just for a while, to fulfill my dreams. During our romance, we often met in the garden. Today, I again talked with Eddie. He is in very bad condition. Stephen's therapy started to even scare him, he says. He must make terrible things to be cured and finally take a breath. As a last resort, I will send this recording to Abraham.
Right. Okay. I have some thoughts about that. Like, that's a whole nother, First of all, that writing had both just... That was like some word salads going on in that with no rhyme or reason here and there. And some spelling errors on top on the actual subtitle. So yeah, there was so many, it just doesn't even pay to right. But so you're saying that the gardener who quote unquote killed the wife and child was the alter ego split personality of ourselves the whole time, which I'm not a fan of that twist because it doesn't really work with the stuff we've seen so far. As in we've seen a good number of interviews lore items like texts and police reports and all that stuff that don't really support that theory. So basically, just we've been just reading lies all the game, and then it was our split personality all along. What a twist! That just happens out of nowhere, basically. Like, I'm not a huge fan of that, but okay. Well, that happened, and there's a door in the ceiling. Well, now it's no longer in the ceiling. That's helpful. Can I go forward? Apparently not yet. Right. You might want to check your, oh, duck. Cool. Thank you. Well, let's go in the red sun. Right. Cool. Hello. Is that the only way to go? Seems so. Oh. The teddy bear fell from... Right. Yes. Is the door locked again? Actually, no. Okay. And we're back in the garden. Go team. And why do I no longer have the flashlight? It would be so useful. God damn. Does the door open? No. But it starts to rain. Oh. Well, we had the Rip Unknown. Right. Ah. Really dark. Thank you. Oh, right. Well, that's a way to go forward. More birds, yes. Good. Good to stay on message on that point. Hello. Well, that's a way to... Ooh. Okay, and now we're gonna just call it a fall and fall down like the... Ah, no! That's an unfair thing. I was so careful with the ground and everything. Damn. And I am fairly certain that's gonna be licensed music, so that's a thanks for that one game. But we're falling through the branches and being all scientific about it, and that's probably gonna... Is that it? Is that the end? It is. That would be the end. That is end credits, and I'm just gonna there you go. Or do it like that. Right, so that's the game then. Ooh, so that's well, the names here are a lot of consonants and Zs and such, so I'm gonna go with Poland. Is my base guess at this point. But yeah, that's like... How much does it cost to like have one person who actually speaks English just check the texts, like, does it make any sense? Because that... Okay, because that's yeah. Thank you for playing. Sure. There we go. Well, that sure was a thing. That is a completed game then. So, 2 hours and 15 minutes, more or less, just under that. But yeah, that sure was a thing. It has a couple of interesting visuals going on, but at points, but I don't know, like the English is some of the most tragic stuff I've seen in quite quite some years. The story didn't really come together to me because the twist doesn't really, like, because for the twist to work, it would have to have the lore items be all just lies, and I don't like it when the lore items in a horror game are lies. It makes the journey a lot less meaningful, and then it just doesn't come full circle. So I don't know. A few decent-ish jump scares, but I don't know. This is quite a problematic game, and I would almost venture to say endearingly put together in a not an always good way. But yeah, but I will. Well then I'll just. Well, we finished it though. That's the good thing. So yeah, if I will be putting this on YouTube, so if you happen to be watching this there, please do click the link below to check out my Twitch, to drop a follow, and of course just subscribe to the YouTube, because that will also be very, very much of a help, and like and comment if you want to, and all that good stuff. And I'm of course on Twitter at Kriostek, so I'll see you again in the next game again.